Aloha! Today I want to share with you an entry that I wrote in my journal 2 years ago, and I'm choosing to share this with you today because I stumbled across it just a couple days ago and it really came as a shock to me, and it was beautiful to stumble upon and read through this entire entry, and I want to share it with you in hopes to inspire you to start journaling and to start your process and your journey of self-growth and self-love. So here it is. It was written on August 27th in 2013, so I was 19 years old when I wrote this, and this for me is really a symbol of the beginning to my self-growth experience. So here goes. My uneasiness originates from the gap between who I am and who I want to be. The constant awareness that my actions are not completely aligned with my beliefs causes me great discomfort and anxiety, a word which I never imagined would ever be a part of my life. But recently, that word anxiety is the most perfect way to answer the question of, what do you believe causes you to lie awake in the middle of the night? So in a nutshell, if I close this gap, I will no longer be so unbearably uneasy. I want to be aware of turning the lights off when I'm not in the room and not letting the water run from the faucet when it's not necessary. I want to be more conscious about recycling and reusing whatever I can, whenever I can. I want to use more natural-made products and locally grown produce, making my own food and having leftovers rather than throwing them out. I want to make my friends and family all of their gifts rather than buying them from a store. Everything I do should ideally be natural, cost-efficient, and from my heart. I want to be known as a person who would always return a lost wallet or even a nickel that somebody has dropped on the ground. I want to be more conscious of my complaints and instead try to solve the problem on my own. I want to be early to sleep and early to rise. Getting things done before the rest of the world is awake intrigues me. As well as that, I want to be persistent in my actions. Anything that I start, I'd like to finish, never leaving a project sitting around. There's nothing wrong with planning, but I need to take things as they come. It is not possible to predict how every day and every situation will unfold, and it is unhealthy to repeatedly get my hopes up for a certain outcome when in reality a different outcome might be even better and more desired. I want to make it more of a priority to spend time with my family, also to call up an old friend or two every now and then to reconnect and see how they are doing. It is the most genuine part of me to let others know that I am there for them, and to actually follow through with being there is something that I need to make the time for. It would help me greatly to find people who have similar motives and agendas as I do, so I can comfortably see people without having to step miles out of my comfort zone and stay up until 3 a.m. partying because that is what they enjoy doing. I want to live a life that is pure in every way, yet spontaneous and exciting. I want to break away from living in a routine and instead go places and do things which don't necessarily need to fit into a schedule. I want to meditate, practice yoga, hike, kayak, and go for long runs. I want to be able to do these things alone or with others with the same enjoyment level. Independence and self-love are key to filling this gap of who I am and who I want to be. I have no doubt that I will get there. I just need to learn how to be patient with myself as I unravel from my cocoon. It is not an overnight process, it is an ongoing transformation, and I am beyond excited to show this world the colors of my wings and the distance I can cover when I break through and emerge as a butterfly. Strong, loving, motivated, considerate, and free. So this is a journal entry that I wrote 2 years ago, and it really moved me to go back and read this and kind of notice that I have fulfilled so many of these desires that I wrote when I was a few years younger than I am now. So this is just a short video to hopefully inspire you to get journaling and to get clear and to visualize the person that you want to be, because I find that is one of the best and most vital things you can do in order to bridge the gap between who you are and who you want to be in life. So I hope you like this video. If you have any thoughts or comments you want to share, please put them down below in the comments, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.